Hey, friend, welcome back to the Concierge Weight Loss Podcast. This is our final episode in the Mindset for Success series, and I have saved one of the most powerful mindset shifts for last. Today, we're talking about comparison, that inner spiral of she's further along than me, or she's doing it faster. Why is it so easy for her? I should be more like whoever, whatever, doing the things, right? Let's be real. Comparison is sneaky. It makes you feel behind when you're actually making progress. It tells you your efforts don't matter unless they look like someone else's or a certain way. But today, we're letting go of that because the truth is, your journey is yours. And when you embrace it, you create more peace and more momentum and way more success. Okay, true confession time. Sometimes I catch myself comparing in the gym, in CrossFit, in not necessarily in a deep destructive way, but I notice what other people are doing, how much someone else is lifting, or how often that they're hitting their like personal best records, like a new one, or how good their form looks, maybe how cut their muscles are. And when that happens, I pause and ask myself, am I doing my best right now? Am I trying something new or maybe pushing myself a little bit, but in a safe way? Am I judging myself or am I just looking at possibility and staying curious? Just those questions, they shift everything for me. They pull me out of my own personal shame and back into my body in a good way, back into my efforts, my abilities. And when I'm focused on trying, I'm not really comparing as much because I know I'm doing what's best for me. Comparison puts you in a race where you were never meant to run it. It steals your joy. It keeps you second guessing. It convinces you that your wins don't count unless they look like someone else's or a very specific way that, of course, you're never measuring up to. I see this all the time in weight loss, comparing the speed of weight loss or comparing the consistency of habits, comparing body shape, energy, sleep, even relationships. And here's the kicker. Most of what you're comparing, it isn't real. It's filtered, it's curated, it's the highlight reel. I love when people tell me that somebody else is doing it because they saw it on social media. They're only putting their best photos on, the ones that make them look the nicest, the ones that make their family look the happiest, the ones that make them look like they're the most active. It's not a proper comparison. Or worse, it's built on a story that's in your head about what other people must be doing, and it all must be better. It's exhausting. One of my clients used to say should and supposed to all the time. It became very comical. I should be further along. I'm supposed to eat this way. Other people probably don't struggle with this. And so, but no one had actually told her any of those things. She wasn't comparing herself to just one person. She was comparing herself to this imaginary version of how it's supposed to go, what she thought everybody else was doing and how it was supposed to be. We stopped those sentences right there in their tracks. Every time she said should, we swapped it out with I wonder if this habit would work better. I wonder if what I'd learned if I tried this. I wonder if I'd enjoy this version of the plan more. So instead of deciding that it all was better in a different way, I wonder. It made it open. That little shift helped her fall in love with the process, not just the outcome. And the more she experimented, the more progress she made. Not because she tried harder, but because she trusted herself more. Here's the mindset I want you to try on. My only job is to take the next step on my path. If you said that to yourself every day, my only job is to take the next step on my path. The next step, not all of them, the next step on my path. That's it. Not to catch up, not to do it faster, not to prove anything, just the next step for you. This journey is made up of thousands of steps, and trying to map them all before you start, it'll leave you paralyzed in fear, stuck. But taking the next one, yeah, that builds momentum. And I could probably figure out one next step, can't you? And when you stay in your lane, you get to notice how far you've come in your lane, right? You will. You'll pass other people. It'll be fine because you're in your lane. When comparison comes up, I ask my clients to journal through these prompts. What am I curious about trying? Because if you're comparing, there's something you're thinking you're not doing. So, what am I curious about trying? What have I already figured out, accomplished, or stuck with longer than I ever used to? Don't compare yourself to yesterday. Compare yourself to where you started at. Why do I believe this other way is better? But what if mine is better for me? Just journal on that kind of a minute. These questions get you out of scarcity, that lacking of not enoughness, and back into growth, back into you progressing. You want proof that you're on the right path, right? Here's what to look for. What habits are sticking even a little bit? What food choices feel easier than they used to? What are you noticing just a little bit sooner? And what do you recover from faster? So maybe what thought has shifted this month? That's progress. The scale might not reflect it yet, but your life, it already does. You can write down what makes my journey unique. What am I proud of right now? What am I learning that I wouldn't have known if I had someone else's path? Your your history has set you up. Everything you've ever done, everything you've ever tried, experienced, it sets you up to be the perfect person to take the next step on your own path. So, you are not behind. You are not doing it wrong. You are not in competition with anyone else. You are living your story, and every step counts. So, the next time you catch yourself comparing, just pause, breathe, and come back to your lane. You've already come so far. It's happening exactly the way it was supposed to. Clearly, you must have needed to learn something before you could take whatever this next step is supposed to be. So, give yourself some credit, girl. If you are ready to stop comparing and really just start owning your journey, let's talk. Book a free personalized solutions call at coachingkara.com/free call, and we'll figure out what works for you. You don't need a new plan. You just need a new perspective, and I can help you find that. All right. P.S. You've got everything you need to be successful, and you just need to believe that your path is worth staying on. It is. Oh, it is. Thanks for joining me for the Mindset for Success series. Next week, we'll dive into a brand new theme. I can't wait to share what's coming. See ya.